Hello everybody and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force 3! Today, we're gonna have our first tournament. Let me tell you how we're gonna set this up. I intend to do quite a few tournaments because I like simulating certain duels. I like seeing the CPUs fight against each other. I think that's really cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a single elimination tournament. 16 participants. I'm gonna be one of them. Maybe I'm not gonna be in all of the tournaments, but in this first one I will. I've only done Blair's story, and after Blair's story I built a deck that I thought was just overall good. So we'll see how well that one does. There are quite a lot of different characters. Like there's 3 different tiers. I guess not really tiers. There's the first 3 lists. First one is the 7 main ones you can tag with in this game: Jaden, Cyrus, Chaz, Zane, Blair, Alexis, and Bastion. Then Duelist list 2 is every other character from the show. I haven't unlocked all of them yet, but there's a decent amount. And the Duelist 3 is every game exclusive characters, teachers, and a bunch of students from Slide for Red and from Raw Yellow and Obelisk Blue. So what I'm gonna do is, for this 16-person tournament, I have myself in there, and 3 characters from this list, from Duelist 3, because I thought that would be interesting, seeing them, seeing their decks that you may not be used to. And then have at least 2 of the duelists on the first list. I generally will randomize them. I chose Jaden and Blair here. So that will give us a total of 6 duelists, and the rest are randomized between the remaining ones from list 1 and everything I have unlocked at that time from list 2. In future tournaments, if let's say Tyranno Hasselberry is the champion tournament 1, he will be certain to have a spot in tournament 2 so that he can defend his title. And at that point, I'll try to have a bunch of different characters, maybe slightly different style of tournament. That's what we're gonna do. Now, I have an image here that for some reason doesn't show anymore. Where's this image? Hello? The fling was for me. I'm just trying to find where my image is. Where am I image? That, yeah. So these are going to be the 16 participants in this tournament. And you can actually, if I get the link and put it in the Twitch chat, because this is happening live on Twitch. All these tournaments I expect will be live on Twitch. So follow me on Twitch if you'd like to be there live, and if you'd like to make predictions. The VODs will be up on YouTube. So what I'm gonna do is show you the matchups. I'll put them in the Twitch links. I put the link in the Twitch chat. Oh my god, I have to wake up. Bracket for predictions. It's in the Twitch chat. Here you go. So this will be the 16 participants. Let me just walk you through quickly who these people are. So we start with Jaden and Blair. As I said at the start, I don't have everyone's full decks unlocked because I've only done 1 main story, so everyone can still upgrade their deck in the future, and I'll probably use more upgraded decks when we get later on. I just don't have them at the moment. Chaz will be in this tournament, Alexis will be in this tournament, Cyrus will be in the tournament, Zane and Bastion will not. Fonda Fontaine, the nurse, will be in the tournament. We will have Aster Phoenix, Sartorius is going to be there. We're going to have Mindy, one of Alexis's friends. Jim's going to be there. Damon, the draw guy from season 1 of the anime, I think. And then Axel Brody will be there too. Then I'm going to be in the tournaments. I'm Alka, but you knew that. It isn't Alka. Hello, Pocket. And then the other 3 are Wisteria. Let's see, Disa had a high number as well. Disa will be in the tournament. And then George, or Jorg. It's just totally just Jorg. No, George. He's going to be in the tournament as well. What kind of deck they play, I don't remember for most of them. I have a decent idea for Wisteria because I'm tagging with Wisteria for my second, I guess, playthrough. Because I want to do it with at least one other character from the 3rd list. So that's the idea. You can put your predictions in the link that I put there. Let's see if we have any. Well, I made my own predictions. I don't expect to see that many predictions for this one, but I want it to be available for those that are interested in it. For future tournaments, if like it turns out that there's enough interest in these tournaments and that there are just a lot more viewers on YouTube, I might switch these streams to YouTube so that I can get these predictions there. If you're watching this in the YouTube Premiere, feel free to just put your predictions in the Premiere chat, because obviously the tournament's already happened. I'm not going to give you the link because then you've already seen you can already see what the result is. If you're watching this just as a standard video, you can still put them in the comments before you watch it, and then we'll see what's going to happen. There will be a match for 3rd place, even though it's not really significant. I think it's cool. We're going to see who wins. So the matchups, let me just screenshot that for you so you can see that as well, because I did randomize the order in which everything will happen. I'm hosting this on Challenge. So if I just save this over the previous image, it should just swap immediately. Yep, there we go. Alexis will be going against Jim, Aster against Jaden, Axel against Fonda. I'm going to fight against Cyrus first, and Aster Jaden is a really interesting matchup. Mindy and Wisteria, Sartorius against Blair, Chaz against Disa, and then George against Damon. So none of the game-exclusive characters against each other. However, all 3 of them, Wisteria, Disa, and George, are all in the bottom half of the bracket. So let's see what's possible with it. I would like to see one of them get pretty far. So that's going to be the matchups. I will show you my deck. It was a request to see what my deck is. I can show you what my deck is. So you start with like an okay-ish warrior deck, which I upgraded with some extra cards that you get at the start of the game. I swapped a few things around. Then as I was partnering with Blair, I started with this warrior deck. You'll have seen it on YouTube recently. Then there was a Lightsworn pack that was available. There's a bunch of cards that Blair uses because she has Lightsworn. So I built that deck, which I feel like is still probably my best deck. And I partnered with Blair using this Lightsworn deck, so we were really good together. And then I made a more standard, just beater deck. Here. Let's see. There was a different way to view this, right? Change layout. Here. So you have 2 copies of BES Assault Core. Wait, actually, let me sort these by card frame. Yeah, we'll go Giga Gaga Gigo. 2 BES Assault Core. We have Blowback Dragon, a Command Knight, DD Assailants, and DD Warrior Lady. Couple of familiar possessed cards. This is one with some higher attack monsters that I have. 1 Osa, 2 Area Tuhita. 3 Jane Lightsworn Paladin, because it can, when it attacks, get to 2100 points. Krabons. Can negate some attacks, so that's nice for an effect monster, but also it's a tuner, even though this is a GX game. The first 2 synchro sets are in this game, including the first 2 dual terminal stuff. No DDDs. No, that is Arc 5. This is GX. This is Tag Force 3. But it does have the first 2 sets of synchros. And for some reason, they make one of the packs available right at the start. Even though that might just be because it connected this game, Tag Force 3, with my Tag Force 1 and 2 save files. Which unlocked Also, the 3 Egyptian gods. I have the 3 Egyptian gods. Although they're not in this deck. A Penguin Soldier, Psychic Commander, 3 Psychic Snails because 1900 attack, why not? And then Toy Emperor, which is an anime exclusive card, and Tag Force does have quite a few of those. Lightning Vortex, Light Wave Tuning, Mage Power, Nobleman of Extermination, Reasoning, Reinforcements for the army, Soul Taker to destroy himself, Sword of Revealing Light to stall, Tribute to the Dune for more destruction, Bottomless Snapple, Dark Rabbit 2 copies, Dust Tornado, Mirror Wall, Prideful Roar, Royal Decree, Scrap Iron Scarecrow, because again, certain Synchro cards and 5D's era cards are in here. We have 1 copy of Scrap Iron Scarecrow, and then Solemn Judgment. And then for the extra deck, which is this one, Magical Android, Psychic Life Transfer, and Thought Ruler Archfiend. Now, if I'm not doing tag rules, Thought Ruler Archfiend is only possible through Lightwave Tuning. So I'll probably mostly summon Psychic Life Transfer on my own, because I don't have the cards to make Magical Android. But I've made it a few times while tag dueling, which is what this game is mostly about. It's called Tag Force 3. No, because I didn't do anything. Options. Dual effects on. Yes. Let me move this over here. Do we have any predictions? Because I'm going to start it very soon. We don't set... Poke, do you want to make predictions? Even though you don't know most of these characters? Just want to make a prediction as to how things go? I'm going to play an ad break, and then you predict a ride. Well, I'll play an ad break, and after that I'll get the tournament started. Alrighty, we are back. Welcome back from the ad. Alright, let's get things going, shall we? So if you don't have enough time to make the prediction on challenge, or you don't want to do that, you can just say, hey, I expect this person to win the tournament. I'll pull it up one more time. You can pause it if you want, just to have an idea of, hey, who's going to be in there, who's going to win the tournament. Let me know. I'm going to get things going with the first duel. We have the bracket. We're going to start the tournament. I do hope, I'm not sure if this is in Tag Force 3 or this only comes in later Tag Force games, where you can alter what deck the AI uses. Like, I could make Jaden Yuki use plant decks if I just wanted. But for the most part, I'll just keep them using their own decks that the developers made for them. But I think it'd be cool to use certain decks or combos that otherwise wouldn't be available. We're going to use standard rules. It's going to be single elimination, single duels. Match duels, 1 would take too long. And 2, if someone even the good duelists can draw bad, and the bad duelists can have really good hands. And if that happens, then hey, upset victory. And upset victories are cool. Jim Crocodile Cook is already the opponent. That works for me, because he is the first one that will be dueling. And it's going to be against Alexis Rhodes. And they're going to be using their best decks that I have available for them. Alexis has her second deck. Jim has his first. However, that's basically on level with Alexis' second, sort of. Because Alexis' first is just the very first deck at the start of the game. But you just start with the first deck for the first 7. Once you fight her in the story, you already get the second one. Let's get going.
Okay, Karen. Here we go.
Yes, Carrot is a crocodile, in case you didn't know this character. It's unfortunate we can see Alexis' hand. I'd prefer if we could not. That's something I would look into. If someone knows Tag Force 3 well, and knows that that's possible too, at least in CPU duels, to have both hands hidden, then that would be great. Maybe that only comes in later Tag Force games. I know in Tag Force Special that's possible, but I'm not really sure how. Hand destruction because he wants monsters in the graveyard for fossil fusion. That's Jim's thing. And these are the original, like, anime fossil fusions, not the more improved ones from later game. From the currently released issues, though. We ought to get real duelists and play Yu-Gi-Oh! The way it was meant to be played, awkwardly over webcam. I got a fossil out thanks to hand destruction. But it's one of his weakest ones. My prediction had Alexis reach the semi-finals, so let's see if that happens.
Are you okay? 俺のターンだ。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。
Oh, command night block. That's a nice one.
これがサイバーガールよ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ。戦いよ。消えなさい。モンスターで攻撃。
モンスター効果だ。
消えなさい。モンスターで攻撃。
Breaking the lock to make sure she can destroy their monsters, which makes sense. Like, it... Removing a bit of their safety would remove his fossil fusion card. But I was able to get him... get her some advantage.
Let's taste. 俺のターンだ。ドロー。手札から装備魔法を発動する。Wake up! モンスターを特殊召喚。
Some rock monsters from himself. And then fossil fusion, that's entirely it. Giant Trune premature burial, that's a combo. Does allow... Wait, was swords in the field? I think it was. Does allow that to be reset, but then they don't attack? What was the point of that then? Like to reuse premature burial, I guess. But it allows Sword of Revealing Light to be reset. I'm not sure how much that was worth. I guess they have some defense. Like they take less damage thanks to premature burial, but like 500 in a sense, because they still have to pay the 800.
No problem.
Was that really worth it? I'm commentating on this tournament, but I'm not sure if I want to keep doing that. For the standard Tag Force 3 videos that I have up on YouTube, I don't do commentary. I feel like for the tournament, I will. But maybe I should just say something before and after matches, and at really key moments. And otherwise just stay quiet and then just commentate my own matches. That was a big one. Is this the end? I think she has enough power. He could stall for a bit, but after his first fusion was taken out, Jim Crocodile Cook He's never really able to take the advantage again. Some extra damage from Mental Cyber. And Alexis Rhodes moves on to the quarterfinals.
Unbelievable. でも足も出なかったぜ。
残念でした。こっちにも負けられない理由があるのよ。
Alright, so I'll make that one happen. Alexis. If the report scores button would work, that would be amazing. You know what, I guess I'll just set up the next duel. Aster, Phoenix, Jaden, Yuki. Oh, I know why I can't report the scores, because that was on my prediction thing. Smart. Huh? Yes, report scores. Alexis wins. Okay. Who is going to face Alexis in the quarterfinals? Are we going to see Aster, Phoenix, and his Destiny heroes? Or the person that Alexis has a bit of a crush on? And our main character, series protagonist, Jaden Yuki. It's gonna be an interesting one. Let's see who takes it.
全力で行くぜ。俺とお前、どっちかが消し飛ぶまで。
すでに僕の勝利は決している。お前に選択できるのは敗北の方法だけだ。
デュエル
E を超えた D の力なめるなよ。僕のターンドロー。手札から魔法発動。モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。
この感じ久しぶりだぜ。俺のターンドロー。さあ来い。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。バトルいけ。モンスターで攻撃。
モンスターエフェクト発動。来い。モンスターを特殊召喚。
カードをセット。ターンエンド。
聞こえるぞ。お前の敗北へのカウントダウンが僕のターンだ。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。手札から魔法発動。僕に力を。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。モンスターエフェクト発動。バトル。この一撃にかける。モンスターでアタックを行う。
リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動。
Needs a Sakuretsu to take out his own alias.
この感じ久しぶりだぜ。俺のターンドロー。
2 diamond duels, and let's see if Jaden can make use of it.
モンスター効果発動。さあ来い。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。
The eye thing with Jaden is cool. Like having both the Supreme King and Yubelin, like the spirits inside of him. I didn't play Attack Force 2 as much. I lost a bit of interest in it, like last year when I played that, I think 2 years ago. But I'm really back into it, and this is how I want to bring back Yu-Gi-Oh! With the story mode videos on YouTube, and then the occasional tournaments too.
いけ。モンスターでダイレクトアタック。
このくらいくれてやる。 ターンエンド。聞こえるぞ。お前の敗北へのカウントダウンが僕のターンだ。ドロー。モンスターをセット。手札から魔法発動。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
この感じ久しぶりだぜ。俺のターン。ドロー。速攻魔法発動。モンスター効果発動。さあ来い。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。モンスター効果発動。バトルいけ。モンスターで攻撃。いけ。モンスターでダイレクトアタック。
このくらいくれてやる。
いけ。モンスターでダイレクトアタック。
このくらいくれてやる。
ターンエンド。
姑息な真似を。僕のターンだ。ドロー。モンスターエフェクト発動。来い。モンスターを特殊召喚。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
俺にそんな小細工は通用しない。俺のターン。ドロー。
リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動。
何。モンスター効果発動。さあ来い。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。モンスター効果発動。バトル。
Feels a bit weird seeing Armageddonite in Jaden's deck, but I think the combo he has with it is he sends you Bell, which he otherwise wouldn't summon normally. And then he makes use of it with Phantom of Chaos, because he has to think multiple copies of Phantom of Chaos in his deck, which can then copy the effects of Monster in the Graveyard, which is how he intends to use Bell. I think that's how he also intends to summon Neos Weisman, which I think is in this deck. He has Neos Alias and Standard Neos. And Prisma can take the Neos name. Really not looking good for Aster. Does he have his Destiny draw? He does, but what is his Destiny draw card? Good amount of them have Mirror Force. Decounter. Really? Or is that a secondary one and Mirror Force's first one is already used it? I don't remember. You normally Destiny draw when you're really behind, so something like Mirror Force is what you want. And there we go, Jaden Yuki, our series protagonist, beats his rival from the second season, Aster Phoenix, and moves on to the next round.
久々に熱くさせてもらったぜ。ガッチャ。最高に楽しいデュエルだったぜ。
D ヒーローが敗れるなんて。ごめん、父さん。
So that moves Jaden into the quarterfinals. He'll be facing Alexis in the quarterfinals. There's a lot more matches to go before then. Let's move this down a little. Our next match. No, not normal duel. It's not my turn yet. Oh yeah, Cyrus against Cyrus, of course. Also, I think later on, once we've unlocked more characters, there's a different looks of certain characters, especially Blair, like 4 different versions of her. And the different decks of Cyrus in his different, like, dry yellow outfit and Slapper red outfit as well. But this one, for this tournament, we have Axel Brody, who has some burn cards, including some anime-exclusive ones. But how are burn cards really going to work if your opponent is the inventor of Nurse Burn? Bad reaction to Samochi, and Nurse Replicule, the fallen one. It's Fonda Fontaine. Her one duel in the entire GX series is the duel that created that strategy.
Sa, いらっしゃい。
俺の炎とお前の信念、どちらが熱いか勝負だ。デュエル。小手調べと行こう。俺のターン。ドロー。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
先生のターンよ。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。おいで、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ。バトルよ。モンスターでダイレクトアタックよ。モンスター効果を使います。
手こずらせる。
カードをセット。ターンエンドよ。
俺のターン。ドロー。
リバースカードを使います。永続トラップを使います。リバースカードよ。トラップ発動。
手こずらせる。速攻魔法発動する。
Axel, why did you not chain that to gift card? You would have been 6,000 life points higher.
モンスター効果発動。来い、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。モンスター効果発動。手札から永続魔法発動。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
君、大丈夫？先生のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンを終了します。
俺のターン。ドロー。モンスター効果発動。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。バトルファイヤー。モンスターで攻撃を行う。
モンスター効果発動。
ターンエンド。
君大丈夫？先生のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。
何なんだこいつは。俺のターン。ドロー。ゲットセット。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。バトル。シュート。モンスターで攻撃。
モンスター効果発動。
ファイヤー。モンスターで攻撃を行う。
モンスター効果よ。
ターンエンド。
無理しないで。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンドよ。
何なんだこいつは。俺のターン。ドロー。手札から永続魔法発動。
Here's that anime exclusive card I was talking about, but he's not using it. Because I think if you activate the effect,
モンスター効果発
you
動。
can't attack that turn. And the effect is send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, and then the thing inflict 500 damage for every pyro monster among that.
行くぞ。モンスターで攻撃。
Which they shouldn't be using while, what's its on the field? Nurse Reficule at bad reaction. But with those gone, Axel's taking over the lead. And Hammer can deal with the main things Fonda Fontana. Like, she needs either Nurse Reficule back reaction to already be up. Like, Nurse Reficule will be destroyed by battle, bad reaction preferably at this point. And then something big like gift card. She has the life point lead, but Axel definitely has the field
ここ
advantage.
からさらに加熱する。俺のターン。ドロー。バトル。行くぞ。モンスターで攻撃。ゴー。モンスターでダイレクトアタックを行う。
いけない子。
ターンエンド。
よーし、私のターンね。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
俺のターン。ドロー。
リバースカードよ。永続トラップよ。
There's bad reaction. Now let's see if there's any healing cards.
いけない子。
Volcanic wall, dealing more damage.
いけない子。
モンスター効果発動。
いけない子。
来い。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。モンスター効果発動。
Sounds like Upstart Goblin or Soul Taker on Fonda's part. It'll be so big right now as long as bad reaction stays in the field. Usually not that many cards like Mystical Space Spoon or Dust Tornado in someone's deck. Quite a few cards do run Heavy Storm, which at this one would be nice for Fonda, but then she'd lose bad reaction and she probably doesn't want that. And even if she stalls with something like Swords herself, Axel has some burn cards that you can use. Burning Algae is something that would be nice for Fonda at this point. But I think Axel might be going Blaze Accelerator to just destroy stuff. Oh, Tri-Blaze Accelerator. Not Reload. Reload doesn't exist yet. That's a really good Volcanics card. Just one trap changed how good the entire deck is. And sure, some support cards elsewhere, but with some general Pyro cards. That one trap, like Blaze Accelerator Reload is such a good card. Like the field wipe it gets with Volcanic Scatter Shot is incredible. Axel's getting there. Has about halved Fonda's life points, but at this rate, he needs at least 2 more turns to get there. So Fonda has some pain. Ooh, attack position this time. Injection Fairy Lily going for the big damage. Are they going for counter or are they going for hammer? What's being attacked? Nothing. Oh yeah, because of swords. But now, I think at that point she's forgetting Tri-Blaze Accelerator. Yeah, that's what we're going for. Mystical Space Typhoon takes out Sword. Why swords now? Why are you waiting for him to commit to the other thing? Huh? If you had Space Typhoon, use it last and so you can attack. Because now, she's going to see a bunch of effect damage because they don't want to attack into you. And then it's gone anyway. They had MST, yeah, Fonda messed up there. Axel messed up earlier by not using MST in a chain to gift card and destroying bad reaction to Samochi. But Axel was able to bring it back. This is looking very good for him. Because he can do 1200 with Hammer, probably 500-ish with Wall, so it's... Or is it always 500? Like 500 if there's a Pyro among them. No, 500 for every Pyro. He can finish it off next turn just by effect damage. Ooh, but they're Soul Taker. Hammer, I would think? Yeah. Most dangerous one for the effect damage as well, and Axel now loses 1,000 points. But it can be expected at this point Fonda does not have any healing cards. But she does have Monster Reborn. And she picks Hammerer. She's going with the offensive. Wait! Oh no, counter is in defense now. I was gonna say if that's still an attack, it's done. Does Axel have another counter in the graveyard? Because that's going to be some damage to Fonda. Mirror Force! Fonda's done. No, wait, she's not. She still has her set. But that's her final card, though. Also taking a risk putting counter in attack position. Quarterfinals is not good because I'm pretty sure that's mandatory, so no, she's not going to draw into anything. Axel knows that and knows he has another turn next turn to do stuff. Axel wins. Unless Axel does something really dumb, he wins because there's nothing Fonda can do with 2 times a bad reaction. Even just Volcanic Rock will be able to finish it. Ends her turn because he just has another bad reaction. I kind of alone could be nice to find a bad reaction, but if you already have it, it's basically useless and can even cause a dead draw. Wants a reboard because he wants to finish it off with a big one. One of his aces, if not his ace in this deck at least. His Doomfire maybe in a later deck. Just flip summons because why in the world not? Axel Brody. You're taking down very low life points. But in the end, he burned down the chances of Fonda Fontaine. And Axel Brody moves to the the quarterfinals.
Mission complete. 身も心もまさに燃え尽きたようだな。
But who does Axel face in the quarterfinals? One of the options is It's Cyrus Truesdale. One of the main characters from the first season onwards. But Cyrus's opponent isn't the slacker himself. And his name is Alka. It's my turn to duel. Cyrus, show me what you got. Paper! No, I want to use paper. Cyrus starts off. Let's see what we're gonna get.
Mo 決めたんだ。僕はもう追いかけない。強くなって一緒に歩いていくんだ。デュエル。よし、僕のターンだね。ドロー。
Dark Bribe Mirror Wall, 2 attackers is an opening, that's good. No, he has his fusion from the start? Oh no! Oh, he starts up good. But that does mean he lost 4 cards now. If you can get rid of Vigor Jumbo Drill, we're looking very good. I don't think that thing has any... What is its effect? Does it have effects? Does it have protection against Mirror Wall? Because if so, we could easily take it up with that. It's pierced. It's just a piercing card. I just play Psychic Snail, and then Mirror Wall next turn. That's it. It's a dangerous opening. But I'm pretty sure we're safe. We play Dark Bribe, we play Mirror Wall. I feel like we're safe. And that removes a lot of the cards you could have used. That's still one spell track at the end of the battle phase. No. Mirror Wall! Bye-bye! Because Stealth Ride doesn't attack. My card's not gone. I'm not gonna pay the life points because too little chance he has anything good. Later Possessed Osa? Let's go. I do feel like my deck's a bit too good for the general levels of the opponent's decks. Ooh, card right. Anime exclusive card, added a Tag Force, and Duel Links has it as well as one of its anime exclusive cards. Outside of Tag Force and Duel Links, it does not exist. It is still not a TCG released card. One spell chop face down. We have a Dark Bribe. That's looking very good. Yeah, I probably want to use some more wacky... Like, if I have a lot more cards, use some more wacky strategies that maybe are less consistent or just weaker in general. Because, yeah, sure, I'd like to win the tournament, and that'd be cool, but I really want the AI to win. I'm not going to intentionally make bad plays to not make that happen. But I would like it. I would like it. So that's one of the reasons why I'm considering making it an AI exclusive tournament next time. Why Jumbo Drill? You already have more in your extra deck, I would think. I have Submarine Roy, but you just have a weak monster. None of my monsters are light. I think the only level 4 lights I have are Jane and DD Warrior Lady, because I think Assailant is Earth. I only have one copy of Lightweight Tuning. It's a dead bra most of the time, but I wanted to have it so I could summon Thought Ruler Archfiend, which is one of my favorite synchros. Don't just summon Magical Android twice so far in tag duels. Yeah, it was one time was one of my Krebons with my partner's level 3 monster, and one time was my Psychic Commander with my partner's, I think it was Morphing Jar. I flipped us on Morphing Jar, got new cards, and then I had Psychic Commander. Haven't made Life Transfer yet, same for Thought Rule Archfiend, but for that I'd need... I guess I can make Thought Rule Archfiend by myself even without Lightwave tuning, but then I need either my Blowback Dragon or my Toy Emperor, one of my level 6s, and then Krebons. Let's play Sword Revealing Light. I'm not too afraid of his attacks, but I want to see what his defense card is. 2000 defense, so I guess this is the first time I get to summon. Go Giga Gaga Gigo! Have you looked at the ChatGPT AI regarding Yu-Gi-Oh? I have not. I know what it is, and I know it's a AI that can do loads of things. But no, I have not looked into anything with that. Even Yu-Gi-Oh! I've seen like one or two of my people I know try and use it, but I haven't used it whatsoever. What's Cyrus's Destiny draw? If it's Mirror Force, I have Dark Bribe. It's a set card. Okay. Maybe I'll make like a deck and have it just be ChatGPT. Especially if I can make AI use my decks. If I can manage that somehow in this game, then call it just a ChatGPT deck. It makes up cards occasionally, but it can actually make it work with this. Let's see if you have the truck. Mirror Force? No entry. Nah, I kind of just want to finish you off at this point. Dark Bread. Finish it off! Direct attack! Yeah! That's how you beat Cyrus. That was not what he said in Japanese. Pretty sure that translates to something like, oh no, I lost, I was so close. But the interesting thing about the Japanese voices in Attack Force 3 and how you're able to, with a patch program, very easily bring the Japanese voices into the English game. It's because when Tag Force, any of the Tag Force games were ported from, well, not ported, localized from Japanese into English, they didn't remove the Japanese voices. They just set their volumes to 0. So all the patch does is find the bit of the program with the voices, because they're all still in the game data, and just ups their volume again to normal, to what it would be in the Japanese version. That is all it does. Which is pretty amazing, actually. Alright, I beat Cyrus Truesdale, and I will be facing Axel Brody in the quarterfinals. I'm going to set up the next duel and then take a toilet break before we get the duel started. We're going to see our first of the game-exclusive characters in this duel. The one that I knew would be in the tournament because I guess I like her hair. How does the game know Mindy is in this duel and not just here, but in that spot? I think Aster Phoenix had that? No, Jim had that. Jim Crocodile Cook. There's going to be Mindy against Wisteria. That's going to be our duel, but I'm going to take a quick break and then I'll be back right after. Alright, we're back. Let's move back to Attack Force. For the 5th of our 8 matches in the first round, Mindy and Wisteria. Let's get it going. Which of these ladies is going to make it into the quarterfinals?
デュエル。遠慮はいたしませんわよ。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
行くわ、私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動するわ。こいつよ、モンスターを特殊召喚するわ。
リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動。
手札から魔法発動するわ。こいつよ、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚するわ。バトル。覚悟なさい。モンスターでダイレクトアタックするわ。
野蛮な殿方。
カードをセットするわ。ターンエンドするわ。
参ります。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンドですわ。
行くわ、私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動するわ。こいつよ、モンスターを特殊召喚するわ。モンスター効果発動するわ。
モンスター効果ですわ。
バトル。覚悟なさい。モンスターでダイレクトアタックするわ。
レディーになんてことを。
覚悟なさい。モンスターでダイレクトアタックするわ。
野蛮な殿方。
モンスターをセットするわ。ターンエンドするわ。
私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンドですわ。
私のターン。ドロー。モンスター効果発動するわ。
Very good for Wisteria.
バトル。
My attack partner currently in the main game.
速攻魔法を使いますわよ。
Showing Mindy what she can do. Mindy has like a semi-style, semi-burn deck, sort of. If she doesn't draw the right cards early on, her deck isn't that strong.
覚悟なさい。モンスターで攻撃するわ。
Now, Wisteria really depends on reasoning. If she can get multiple copies of reasoning early on, which she did here, pretty sure she used 2 or 3.
カードをセットす
I
るわ。
think all 3. Yeah.
ターンエンドするわ。
If she can get that done, she'll usually get at least 2 of the summons out. Just a bunch of level 6s, the occasional 7 with Fusilier Dragon, I think one other. And then level 5 in Air Knight Power Shelf, and that's her thing. Bringing, like, quickly and easily bringing big monsters out. She also has Monster Gate.
カードをセット。
It does mean she's got a few dead draws with high level monsters in the hand. So, like, it's not fully consistent, which can be a drawback, but so far it's going really well for Wisteria.
モンスター効果発動するわ。バトル。覚悟なさい。モンスターで攻撃するわ。
リバースカードオープン。永続トラップですわ。
Now we'll see how she
モンスターで
responds,
攻撃するわ。
because a lot of Wisteria's monsters are higher leveled.
ターンエン
But
ド。
now only Spirit Reaper can attack. This might be what Mindy needs If Gravity Bond can manage to stall for a while, then she brings out her burn cards. This is her main card, Dark Snake Syndrome. However, that damages herself as well, but I think she needs to take it and then hope she draws in a Des Wombat. Or Giant Trunade, I think. She has that too, but Des Wombat is what she'd want. Because Dark Snake Syndrome, every one of her standby phases, for Mindy, it damages both players the same amount, and then that damage doubles every turn, starting with 200. And Des Wombat is level 3 monster. That makes you not take any effect damage. Wisteria's main way out of this is to destroy Gravity Bind and its attack. But if there's no Giant Trunade or Des Wombat in the next few turns, Mindy will lose to her own Dark Snake Syndrome. Even if Gravity Bind stays in the field. Starting at 200, will be 400 next turn, unless Giant Trunade is played here. I don't think there's much of a point playing it right now. Let's see if she remembers to do it if she's really low on life points. You get a blowback dragon every turn, 50-50 chance. The attacks are possible again. There we go. If it was like a dragon and blowback dragon both destroy a monster, and that's gonna... No, it's not gonna do it, the Spirit Reaper. Why not Fusilier Dragon? I know it's only 1400. Did she really want to keep her Giant Trunade? Here comes 400 damage from Dark Snake Syndrome. There's another Dark Snake Syndrome, which if Mindy gets that early on, that can be really nice for her, but she's not gonna make it. She needs to set Desert Tap here, and then hope Wisteria doesn't do anything else. This is not Giant Trunade, so if there's any other monster Wisteria has, and we know Wisteria at least has Spirit Reaper, if they just go with that, then they can win. Actually, no, doesn't Desert Tap here summon another one of itself? Fusilier is tributed. Hand of Nephthys. But then Hand of Nephthys does summon Big Nephthys. Okay. It was Spirit Reaper. No, it doesn't summon another one. It flips the monster face down. There was no damage onto Mindy, so Mindy will survive another turn to Dark Snake Syndrome, but she needs the Giant Trunade. If she doesn't Giant Trunade, then Wisteria wins it. She needs a Giant Trunade, set Death Koala, and then just leave it at that. Because both take damage at the same time. Even if she plays Giant Trunade and then plays Dark Snake Syndrome again, this time, I don't think the AI will realize it. Nope. Mindy loses. Our game exclusive character Wisteria is gonna make it to the quarterfinals. He doesn't need to do anything fancy. But the AI is not just gonna end the turn. She removed the win condition? Okay, she has Nephthys, she'll probably still make it, but Dark Snake Syndrome was the win condition. Well, one of them. And here comes massive Koala damage! 56 and 24. Oh yeah, if Mindy would have started a bit better, that would have been huge. Wisteria calls it all herself. Lost to a direct attack by Morphing Jar. At least it isn't as bad as a free duel I did earlier on today, just to test the CPU duel function. A character with some really weak monsters against Zane Truesdale. The weak monster guy somehow won with 2 direct attacks from Griggle. Griggle!
私の勝ちね。いやー、ケチョンケチョンですわ。
Wisteria into next round. And who's going to be Wisteria's opponent? We have 2 anime characters. Does one of them show up? Nope. We will have Sartorius, the antagonist of, I think, season 2, against my first tag partner in this game. We've seen the story mode events of the initial story. She has 4 stories, which is incredible. I'm looking forward to playing more of that. Here's Blair Flanagan. Now, initially I only had Blair's first stack, but because I just started the tag story with Wisteria, I was able to face Blair Flanagan and unlock her second deck, so she just got a little bit stronger. Sartorius and Blair. Let's get going.
デュエルは決闘、恋も決闘。よそ見なんてさせないんだから。
この瞬間からあなたの運命はカードに導かれる。デュエル。聞こえますか？カードの帯同が私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。私の大切なカードです。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。モンスター効果発動。
Oh, which is a turn animation, even though it's officially still a coin flip. Maybe they stay true to the anime and make it turn around like that. That's cool. Arcane Force is pretty inconsistent, unless they draw really well and can get their big monster out, or get a bunch of their good effects. Lightsworn should win. But they can deck themselves out with certain field setups, especially if Sword Revealing Light or something like that is used by Sartorius. And then if Blair Flanagan happens to mill all of their Judgment Dragons. But otherwise I see Blair winning this.
A なたの運命を原始する。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。
いくぞ、私のターンだ。ドロー。バトル。ヘイ、モンスターで攻撃。セット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
聞こえますか？カードの帯同が私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
いくぞ、私のターンだ。ドロー。モンスター効果発
動。やはりリバースカードオープン。トラップ発動。
リバースカードオープン。永続トラップ発動。出ておいで。モンスターを特殊召喚。バトル。頑張って。モンスターでダイレクトアタック。
運命は移ろいやすいもの。私のターン。ドロー。手札から速攻。
Hello, Rising One. Yeah, I am back indeed. Back on Twitch anyway. I haven't streamed on Twitch much in the last few months. The streams I have done have mostly been on YouTube. But I've moved back to Twitch for streams now that I feel like YouTube is just in general doing well with the videos and I have a consistent series going. I wanted to go back to just Twitch for streams, so yeah, I'm here. I've always been here. YouTube's been very active, doing very well. Good to see you.
Battle. 確かめましょう。モンスターでダイレクトアタック。
Alright, this is first damage for Blair. Yeah, Attack Force 3 old memories. I haven't actually played this game ever. Because I never had a PSP. So I've played through basically the entirety of Attack Force 1. Didn't do much Attack Force 2. I think that was about 2 years ago when I lost a bit of interest. Didn't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! As much, and now I'm back into it. And I'm really excited to do a bunch of Attack Force 3, especially because I did have a DS for a long time, and I played Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2007 and 2008, and especially 2008 I played loads. And a lot of the decks there I couldn't fully finish because the cards didn't exist yet, certain cards in Attack Force 2. They should all be in Attack Force 3. Because Attack Force 3 even goes up to the second set of Synchro era with Black Rose Dragon. I still have Attack Force 5 in my PSP. I'm gonna play it now to the stream. No idea where my 3 is. I'm excited to get to the Synchro era too, because Synchros are really cool, and just the way they do some certain animations and stuff like the Dark Synchros. Like, I'm interested to find that out, but I don't want to full-on play only Attack Force. I'm excited enough to just play this game and see what it has to offer, what decks I can make. And then once I've cleared a good amount of stories and I've unlocked most packs in the shop, I can start building some of the decks from World Championship 2008. Certain theme decks, certain decks that aren't very consistent but are just fun. I'm excited to play those. Sartorius is coming back. Did Sartorius win this? Torrential Tribute definitely didn't help Blair. Oh, Light Spiral, that's gonna work. You don't have a deck out strategy, why do you even have Light Spiral? You're gonna take yourself out before the opponent gets decked out. Much damage every turn, but still it's 1100. What does Blair have in their hand? Like, just Celestia and more Groganith? Groganith can be so powerful. It's really fun to use it in the right moments. So it's massive damage and piercing. Oh, Blair. Blair girl. Sartorius is gonna take the lead this turn. Doesn't the moon have a really bad effect? Oh, the Tails effect would have meant they had to give control of the moon to Blair during the end phase. It took the risk, but it's working. Big damage. Blair needs something now. Something called Judgment Dragon. Even if you can't use its effect, it's stronger than the moon. Or is that tarot card reading? Sartorius is gonna win it. They have a normal summon. The moon plus the normal summon can finish it. I'm pretty sure that thing is like 1300, 1400 attack. I don't know the Arcana Force cards too well. I know there's some anime exclusive cards in here, which is interesting. There's a moon token. There's the Empress. And the Emperor. What's its Tails effect? Losing attack. But even then it's enough, right? They gain attack. Is it gonna be Wisteria versus Sartorius? No, there's a Lightsworn barrier that doesn't do anything because it's not a face-up card. But it is Rico Lightsworn Hunter. They need to destroy the right thing. She lost. Yeah, sometimes they just don't see the opponent's win condition. Sometimes they don't see their own win condition and get rid of it, like we saw with Wisteria getting rid of Dark Snake Syndrome. Although she did win in the end. I remember a tag duel with Blair where she could have won if she summoned Lumina, normal summoned Lumina, and then used its effect to summon something else to have enough points to deal direct damage. She summoned something else, and then we lost.
あなたの来世の運命は戦士か魔法使いかはたまたちっぽけな虫けらか。あなたの名誉のためにこれ以上は申し上げませんが。
I hadn't seen either of those quotes before, but that just makes this interesting. Sometimes just having a bad hand or one good move can turn the entire duel around, and that's why I make it single duel, single elimination, no second chances. That might just cost some updates. Sartorius moves to the quarterfinals. 2 more matches to go in the first round before we move to the quarterfinals. After 2 matches, we'll be sort of halfway this tournament. Sorry, Jim, Blair, you're both already knocked out of the tournament. We are going to Chaz Princeton, who I have unlocked the second deck for, which is at least a little better than the first deck. Because the first deck is just Ojama's King of the Swamp and then Fusion, and that's about it, all it does. It can be annoying and defensive and block the opponent out of summoning stuff because you block their monster zones, but it doesn't do anything else. At least this deck is the VWXYZ stuff. Chaz's opponent is going to be Disa, and I do not remember what Disa's deck is. I can just see that I've lost to it twice. Probably in tag duels. Chaz versus Disa? Who did I predict here? I don't remember. Probably Disa, because I don't think Chaz... Well, Chaz's deck is decent. And I just didn't remember what Disa had. I certainly got Sartorius wrong. Against Blair. I thought Blair would win the tournament. Blair was my prediction to win. But she lost in the first round, so that's the fun of this. Alright, Chaz Disa, let's go.
Yosh, 行くわよ。
絶対に勝つ。万丈目サンダーの名にかけて。デュエル。後悔するなよ。俺のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。手札から魔法発動だ。カードをセット。ターンエンド。
行くぞ、私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動よ。手札から魔法発動よ。これで行くわ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ。モンスター効果発動よ。手札から装備魔法。
And there go all of Chaz's monsters.
これで行くわ。モンスターを特殊召喚よ。バトルよ。いっけー。モンスターでダイレクトアタックよ。
そんな程度か。
カードをセットよ。ターンエンドよ。
後悔するなよ。俺のターン。ドロー。手札から装備魔法発動。さあ行け。モンスターを特殊召喚。 あ行けモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚さあ行けモンスターを特殊召喚戦闘だ行けモンスターで攻撃ターンエンド
行くぞ私のターンドローモンスター効果発動よモンスターをセットよ F だから魔法発動よターンエンドよ
そんなに恥をかきたいか俺のターンドローモンスターをセットターンエンド
行くぞ私のターンドローモンスター効果発動よ
Why is she keeping it if she has swords?
モンスターを攻撃
Doesn't make a lot of sense. Ooh, Mobius.
バトルよいっけーモンスターで攻撃よ
期間は
ターンエンドよ
行くぞ俺のターンドローモンスターをセットターンエンド
行くぞ私のターンドローバトルよいっけーモンスターで攻撃よターンエンドよ
行くぞ俺のターンドローターンエンド
行くぞ私のターンドローバトルよいっけーモンスターで攻撃よいっけーモンスターでダイレクトアタック
Oh,
よ
there's some good cards that Chaz has in his hand. But Dean is gonna get rid of them.
期間は
Looking very good for Dina for our second game exclusive character.
モンスターをセットよ
No exit cannon, wide dragon head again. Surprised Chaz hadn't played it yet.
後悔するなよ俺のターン
Maybe they were waiting for swords to run out. If it doesn't monster reborn, I really should play it
モ
now.
ンスターをセット
They have spirit group, at least set the card. No, okay, because the AI doesn't see that.
私のターン
I can understand AI doesn't see literally everything.
カードをセットよ
Morphing Jar. I don't think that's a good idea. Even though it replenishes Disa's hand, it gives Chaz cards, options. It gives him Heavy Storm.
F だから魔法発動よ
Why would you play 2 Fiend Sanctuaries? But even before you attack, unless you have a Tribute
行
Summon.
くわモンスターを攻撃表示で
Okay, you have another Mobius, but then why play the other Fiend Sanctuary? It's just gonna cost you life points again.
バトルよいっけーモンスターで攻撃よ
Chaz will want to keep Heavy Storm. Maybe Giant Trunei 2 at Heavy Storm. Probably his Trap will be the least bad to get rid of. But even if you Heavy Storms, they still have 2 Mobius on the field.
発動よ
That is bad. So maybe he needs his Trap? No, Trap is gone.
いっけーモンスターでダイレクトアタックよ
I might misremember what the Trap does. It's a Union-related card. That's all I remember.
いっけーモンスターでダイレクトアタックよ
Probably next turn, and we're gonna get our second game exclusive character. So moving to the next round. They only have 1 or 2 decks, maybe? Well, there's more evolutions and a lot more variation to the decks of the other characters. Like, Jaden's decks evolve a little bit, become better, but then there's Season 4 Jaden, which is standard, but then you have the previous season's Jaden, which uses more of his elemental heroes as well, and his evil heroes even in one of the decks, I think. Ooh, get rid of Metal Fiend Token to play Monster Reborn. She's ready to finish this off. In with the monster in defense. Why would you Monster Reborn that thing in defense? And why would you even play it? Zane is not in this tournament. The way I decided on the people in this tournament, I decided a quarter of them should be not, I guess, one of the first 2 lists of characters, so the anime characters. I'm one of them, and then there's 3 random, well, mostly randomly chosen, duelists from the 3rd list. I chose 2 of the first list to make sure that they were in there, and I wanted Jaden and Blair to be in the tournament. And then I randomized the rest between the first 2 lists. That's how I made the room. After I've done the next duel, because then we're done with the first round, I'll show you what the matchups have been. So Disa beats Chaz. After the next battle, I can show you what the matchups will be in the quarterfinals, and you'll see who we're. Actually, no, I still have the image, right? Yeah. This is what the matches were. Alexis beat Jim. Aster lost to Jaden. Axel beat Fonda Fontaine. I beat Cyrus. Mindy lost to Wisteria. Sartorius beat Blair. You were there for that one. And Chaz lost to Disa. And then we have George against Damon. That's our final matchup. Before I did the stream, I did do a test duel. Because I just wanted to see one of the Duelist 3, well, 3rd list characters fight against one of the main ones that wasn't in the tournament. So I chose Zane. And I have Zane's 2nd deck unlocked. I'm pretty sure, because I faced him once in the story. And they have Kenyo, who's an interesting character, like, just by the spelling of his name. And he has some really weak monsters, including multiple copies of Griggle. And even though Zane had, like, Cyberdark, Edge doing some cool... Or Cyberdark Heal, whichever one. Doing some cool stuff. And even the Cyberdark Dragon, Kenjo was able to stop that. Do some small direct attacks to deal damage, and then he eventually beat Zane Truesdale with 2 consecutive direct attacks from Griggle. Griggle, 350 attack, stupid little monster. Kenjo wins. Kenjo's actually, most of these characters, to my knowledge, are in all the Dark Force games, or maybe we're introduced in Dark Force 2, and they're in all of them. A good amount of these students are like Slife Red, or Ray Yellow, or Obelisk Blue, but they become, let's say, Dual Academy students in later games. Alright, let's remove this. We're gonna set up the final match of this first round. George, or Jorg. Pretty sure he has a burn deck. That's why he's in there. And then Damon, who likes to draw cards. Let's see who wins it. Who's gonna face Disa? Or we're gonna see all 3 of our game exclusive characters make it to the next round. And will we see 2 of them face off? Disa and George in the quarterfinals.
ドロー。こうですね。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。カードをセット。
I think the burn one will have been a different teacher. I probably just randomized this one. Pretty sure I wanted the burn one to be in there, but I know one of the teachers plays burn. I might have misremembered. This looks like high attack and rock deck, maybe? That's how he does it. It's a combo with Gramark. Gramark just has a set card. They're playing Shallow Grave. They have attributes so they can use for Gramark, and then they can summon whatever they'll destroy with the other player summon. Also, points for different win conditions for you. Burn your opponent, mill your opponent. Yeah, those do exist. I've seen the challenges in the game. Are you suggesting that for channel redemptions? Or just me playing the decks? Because I do want to make a bunch of different decks, like an Exodia deck, and a Destiny board deck, and a Final Countdown deck. But a bunch of different like attribute strategies, archetypes, channel redemptions. You might want to... Could you like be a bit more in detail about what you mean with those channel redemptions? Like, would it force me to use a deck like that if people redeem it? That might be something for later on then, if it's people choosing what deck I use. Which, whether it's story mode or free duel, I need a bunch more things to be available. Because right now the only two decent decks I have are my general just use beaters deck and Lightsworn, which I built when I was partnered with Blair. Those are the only two decent decks I have. So much later on, I'll have a bunch of different decks, including such win conditions, and then I can work on that. Maybe I can make people choose a deck that I have to build, but I don't think building decks is as interesting. Because I've built decks before on stream, and I feel like it's just annoying for me, and it's boring for those to watch. So I want to do that off stream and just prepare it, and then people can choose what I have. He has his Destiny draw, but he can't use it. What's his Destiny draw? I'm gonna look up what his Destiny draw is. Morphing Jar, Monster Reborn, or Premature Burial. I should be able to use all of them. Oh, it's a slash draw deck, so it's another slash draw. Yeah, this is a slash draw deck. There's very different types of decks. Right, that's all three of the game exclusive characters through to the next round. George beats Damon. Let me just make this into a new image so you can see how this has happened so far. The fling is for me. There we go. So these are our matchups for the quarterfinals. Alexis against Jaden. This is an interesting matchup. Then I'm going to face Axel. Wisteria fights Sartorius. And then Disa and George. Two of our list 3 duelists against each other. So at least one of them will be knocked out. But also at least one of them will make it to the semi-finals. Only one of them can make it to the finals because they're all in the bottom half. My predicted champion is already not in the tournament anymore because she lost to Sartorius. A Rising One, what do you predict will be the winner? Who do you predict will be the winner out of these 8? Alexis, Jaden, Axel, Alka, Wisteria, Sartorius, Disa, and George. Once I realize I have the seed listings still there, they shouldn't have been there. The only time they really should be there, maybe, is once we have a tournament champion. Let's say Jaden becomes a champion, then he should be rank 1. And he should face one of what I consider the weakest one, maybe, in the first round, but I haven't really decided. Whoever becomes a champion here will be in the next tournament, whenever that tournament is, probably in a couple weeks. Let's set up the next duel. Quarterfinal number 1. Jaden's already ready. That's the 3rd time that's happened, and he's in the right spot. Alexis versus Jaden. Jaden's already beaten Aster. Can he beat another one of his allies? It's Alexis this time. After you'd think Wisteria wins the tournament. Ooh, that'll be interesting. Because I predicted the finals would be me against Blair, and then me losing against Blair to her Lightsworns. But if it... maybe it'll be me against Wisteria in the finals, which is me against my current tag team partner in story mode instead of my last one.
この感じ久しぶりだぜ。俺のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。手札から魔法発動。さあ来い。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。バトル。いけ。モンスターで攻撃。
モンスター効果を使うわ。これがサイバーガールよ。モンスターを特殊召喚。
カードをセット。ターンエンド。
今度はこっちの番よ。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。手札から装備魔法よ。ターンエンド。
慌てるなよ。勝負はこれからだ。俺のターン。ドロー。さあ来い。バトル。いけ。モンスターで攻撃。 ターンエンド。
よし、私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。魔法発動。ターンを終了するわ。
I don't think Alexis' deck is that great. I'm sure it has some decent cards. Like Cyberblader, maybe, if she can bring it out. And she can be really annoying with multiple crown collapses, but what's her win condition? Like, get rid of some opponent's cards with Torrential Tribute, Mirror Force, something like that, and then hope you can keep attacking? With stuff like Blade Skater? Cyber Gymnast could do something fancy, but no, you... She could have normal summon Cyber Gymnast, use its effect, get rid of Blade Skater, destroy Alias, then play Morphing
手
Guard.
札から魔法発動
Ooh, creature swap into Sangan? That's a nice one. Stuff like Sangan and Giant
魔
Rat,
法発動
using creature swap to destroy them, get the opponent's strongest monster, and then still get their effect. That's really nice. Especially with stuff like Giant Rat and Mother Grizzly. Just get another summon that you can direct attack
戦
with.
闘よ
I really like this era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe like early 5Ds era, maybe. But generally this era, this speed of Yu-Gi-Oh! And not just super combo heavy decks like you have now with walls of text on every card.
モンスター効果を使う
Where turns can take multiple minutes just to set up a full board and negates.
モンスター
I
でダイ
don't
レク
like
トアタック
current Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a reason I'm
リバースカー
not
ド
interested in
オープン
playing,
トラッ
getting
プ発
back
動
in the meta. The only reason I might be a bit interested in it is just become
モ
admin
ン
on
スター
Dueling
で
Book,
ダイレクトアタック
but I'm not interested in it enough to keep up with it.
それがどうした
Maybe Dueling Network going down,
ターン
and therefore me losing my admin status after 4 years.
この
Was a
感じ
blessing in
久しぶ
disguise.
りだぜ俺のタ
Like I
ーン
lost touch with the game because I normally play it on Dueling Network, and that's
手札から
why I had to
魔法発
relearn
動
some stuff. But yeah, it wasn't really gonna work. And I'm kinda happy I didn't put in all that time again. I still know a lot about rulings, but not
さあ来
everything.
いモンスター
I
を
haven't
特
studied
殊召
much
喚
since. Just the occasional thing, refreshing rulings, learn the occasional thing more, but so many things and interactions that I have to learn about the current meta, I'm not interested.
バトル
I want to play more of the older stuff, design my own duels, choreograph them,
まだよ
design some my own cards. That's how I want to have fun with Yu-Gi-Oh!
カードをセットターンエンド
行くわよ私のターンドロー手札から装備魔法を使うわ行くわよモンスターを特殊召喚これがサイバーガールよモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よバトルよ消えなさいモンスターで攻撃
Alexis got some nice cards out.
これでどうモンスターでダイレクトアタック
I did predict her to go into the semis.
うわやべえ油断したら一瞬でやられる
これでどうモンスターでダイレクトアタ
After
ッ
this
ク
duel, I'm gonna check how many of my predictions so far have been correct. Because I predicted every match.
うわ
Obviously, if I get a round 1 pick wrong,
油断したら
it's hard to get the round 2 wrong because the matchup's different.
カードをセットターンエンド
It was fun with clans like organizing tournaments.
芸の多いや
Yeah,
つ
the
だぜ
main thing I dislike about Dueling Book is just a status screen and the amount of people being absolute
さあ来いモンスターを攻撃表示で
a-holes
召喚
and annoyed. I feel like the rules should be harsher on status updates because there's people trolling and saying some nasty stuff to each other.
さあ
Like
来い
if you
モンスター
someone
を
says
特
something
殊召
interesting
喚
and then someone's like, "Oh yeah, I don't care," is the only comment. That's annoying, but you can block them, whatever. I don't like how that's going.
バトル
Oh, Neo's Wiseman Phantom of Chaos.
まだよまだいける
This is why Jaden sends stuff like that to the graveyard.
ターンエン
That's
ド
why he sends
よし私
you
のターン
Bell. That's why he sends. I think he has one copy of Rainbow Dragon as well because it's Rainbow Neos. For the
私に
potential
力を
fusion,
貸して
maybe?
モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ
Or if it's just a setup that he can send Neos and Rainbow Dragon for Phantom of Chaos. 'Cause Phantom of Chaos is his main
こ
strategy,
れ
I
で
feel
どう
like.
モンスターで攻撃
But can he hold on against Alexis? Not looking too good.
やべえ油断したら一瞬でやられる
消えなさいモンスターで攻撃
For Tag Force 3, I intend to upload a lot of story stuff and the occasional other video as well, such as the VOD of this, onto YouTube. Like, I have Battle Revolution every second day, and then the non-PBR days, I intend to upload Tag Force and other things.
そう負けて悔しいなんて思うのは久しぶりだぜ
こっちにも負けられない理由があるのよ。
But now I have some thoughts scheduled on YouTube already, and then once I get the story events of any major characters, not Wisteria and Jordan and stuff like that, I don't think they have fancy stories. That'll be a lot of programming, unnecessary for the developers. But I'll have those up. I think right now the first and second story event for Blair have premiered at this point. I've already recorded the other ones because I completed Blair's initial story. They'll be uploaded sometime soon. Considering they're short videos and they belong together, I'll probably have multiple of them up together on the same day. Let's see, what were my predictions? And how correct were they? Alright, I predicted Alexis would make it to the semifinals. That's so far correct. I predicted Aster Phoenix would be Jaden. That didn't work. I said Fonda would beat Axel. That didn't happen. I did predict myself beating Cyrus. The next two I just got wrong. I thought Mindy would win and then Blair would win. Neither did. It's Wisteria against Sartorius. And I did get Disa against George correct. Because I thought Chaz's deck wasn't great. Wasn't that good. And I completely didn't remember what Disa had. And then I didn't think Damon's deck was great, so I thought whatever George had will probably do well. I thought George had the burn deck, but I misremember which teacher that was. I got Alexis correct for the semifinals. I'm predicting myself in the semifinals. Obviously, Mindy and Blair can't. But I also predicted Disa to make it to the semis, and that's still possible. We go to the second quarterfinal match. Who is going to face Alexis in the semifinals? We're not going CPU Spectator Duel, because I'm fighting. My turn again. It's myself against Axel Brody. Let's go.
俺の炎とお前の信念、どちらが熱いか勝負だ。デュエル。
How do I start this one? Probably just play the beater, see what Axel does, and then respond next turn with something appropriate.
奇襲する。俺のターン。ドロー。手札から永続魔法だ。伏せカードをセットする。
Okay, Volcanic Counter in the graveyard, but on its own it's not going to do me any damage. And I know for sure what Volcanic Counter does in detail, because I've had a deck built around Volcanic Counter on Dueling Book before, like early Dueling Book guys. Not very consistent, and uses some cards that don't exist yet in this game. But it's an interesting deck to play. Jane, let's go. They could maybe destroy something with Blaze Accelerator next turn. Backfire, yeah, it deals me a bit of damage, but it's not that great. The other set card I'm a bit worried about. They don't have something like Volcanic Rocket, which is great. Wildfire. Okay, so they have that, but they took out their own Blaze Accelerator. Do I tribute to the Doom now? I don't think so. I think I'll just take the hit. And use tribute to the Doom on something that's more dangerous later on. I feel like I shouldn't waste it on this, even though he doesn't have that many cards to play. the chances isn't too high he'll bring out something
バトルだ
huge.
ファイヤーモンスターで
Yeah.
ダイレクトアタックを
So I
行
can just
う
use reinforcements of the army to add something good to take a fire token next turn anyway. No need to waste
終了する
tribute to the doomed on that and them with one of my other cards. Jane deals the most damage. And considering he hasn't summoned a monster for 2 turns now, outside of his token, I feel like I should just go for attack hard. Keep tribute to the doomed in my hand in case he does bring out something that is going to be harder to beat. And right now, if he plays Volcanic Rocket, sure he can add a Blaze Accelerator,
やるな
but I have a Bottomless Trap
モン
Hole.
スター効果だ
Oh no, Volcanic Counter, so much damage. Nope. Because for that to work, you need another Fire Monster in the graveyard, and you don't have that.
俺のターンドロー手札から魔法発動ターンエンド
Swords, alright. I'm gonna set Penguin Soldier. Because now, every time he summons something, I can Penguin Soldier, return Penguin Soldier and his monster, then just set Penguin Soldier again and keep repeating that
こ
process.
こからさらに
If he keeps defending.
俺のターンだドロー
But if he attacks, he can just destroy Penguin Soldier. But right now, he still doesn't have a monster to play. He still doesn't. It's not looking good for him. So I kind of want to play Magical Android, but Penguin Soldier's effect is just so nice. Instead, I'll play Blowback Dragon? Get rid of Penguin Soldier, though. I feel like I should just attack. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the offensive. Get rid of Penguin Soldier. See if I can get rid of swords now. Didn't. That's unfortunate.
奇襲する俺のターンドローカードをセットターンエンドだ
Still no monster.
リバースカードを発動する永続
And it
トラップ
backfires, so I know I'm safe. Thanks for revealing that. I probably wouldn't have tried to destroy with Blowback Dragon anyway, because I rolled a creep. The only thing that would have been able to stop is another Wildfire, but I don't think Wildfire works without Blaze Accelerator. Let's attack! It's almost all his life points gone. Let's go, Jane.
やるな
Psychic Snail, because we have psychics in this game, even though that's a Synchro era thing.
やるな
And then Blowback Dragon, direct attack.
手こずらせる
Next turn's likely going to be the finisher. Let's see if he can play any monster.
力を俺のターンドロー
Do you have any monster?
モンスターを伏せる
Yes!
ターンエンドだ
What's it going to be? Volcanic Counter again? Blowback Dragon. Destroy it. No? Okay. Tribute to the Doomed. Destroy it. It was Volcanic Counter. Let's finish it. Blowback Dragon, direct attack. And that's me in the semifinal. Yeah. I think this duel once again confirms
なぜだ。戦略は確実に勝利に向かっていたのに。
This once again confirms to me that the average strength and consistency of my deck is better than the AI's. Especially with their just early level decks, because once I've unlocked more of their decks, the decks generally become better. More consistent and stronger, stuff like that. I'm sure that's still depending on luck, how good your draws are, how good your cards are compared to what your opponent has on the field. But maybe I'll just, if I win any tournaments, I'm gonna for sure skip the next one because I don't think I want to defend my own tournament. Well, maybe I will. But then for sure I'm gonna use a different deck if the next tournament would have similar decks for the opponents. Alright, so it's gonna be Alexis versus Alka in the semis. I got that semifinal prediction correct, even though two of the matches on the way there were not correct. Why is my challenge being slow? Just let me load it. Yay. Alexis versus Alka. Well, we have two more semifinals still to play. We're gonna see our 3 game exclusive characters in action. In the next round. Sartorius is in this match, but Sartorius, you're on the other side. Wisteria. Sartorius. Yeah, my money's on Wisteria on this one.
This あなたの運命はカードに導かれる。
いいデュエルにしましょう。
デュエル。
行くわ、私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセットするわ。カードをセットするわ。ターンエンドするわ。
あなたの運命を原始する。私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法を発動。手札からまばゆい光の前では全てが無となるのです。
Wisteria first stood out to me because of her hair. She was in the store as just one of the random AI people when I first went to the store during Blair's story. So I dueled her, and she kicked my butt with Blair predicting her to summon level 4s off of reasoning. And then she had Guardian Sphinx. If you can set that up and the opponent doesn't have a way to deal with Guardian Sphinx, that's so annoying to deal with. Another time I didn't have my Light Sword deck yet because I just entered the store for the first time. So that made Blair's Light Sword deck less consistent as well. Yeah, Wisteria's Icon is an interesting one. It's a fun one. Haha, you thought I'd summon something big. Here's Morphing Jar. But then we can tribute summon anyway. Whitehorn Dragon, let's go.
Battle. 覚悟なさい。モンスターで攻撃するわ。ターンエンドするわ。
Arcana Force Zero the Full. You need Guardian Sphinx to get rid of that. The only Arcana Force that I'd say is pretty decent and usable in a lot of decks because it's an easy stall card. There's better cards that are not destroyed by battle, like Marshmallow. It inflicts effect damage, but this is a nice card if you happen to have it. Play Guardian Sphinx. set it, flip summon next turn.
カードの帯同が私のターン。ドロー。
Actually, it's kind of useless now because you can't attack anyway.
私の大切なカードです。モンスターを攻撃
Ooh,
表示
the
で召喚。
lovers.
モンスター効果。
Heads means it's a double tribute. Tails is you contribute summon. It's a double tribute, but is he gonna draw into anything that requires a double tribute, such as the moon?
行くわ、私のターン。ドロー。
Harshath could be a good win condition too.
ターンエンドする。
Either next turn she sets Guardian
聞こえます
Sphinx,
か？カードの
so
帯
she
同
can
が
do the flip
私の
summon
ターン
thing and then flip back with its effect next turn to keep attacking that way. Or she plays Air Knight Harshath and just attacks the fool continuously. 1900 damage every turn and a free draw.
ターンエンド。
Because the only thing that's gonna do anything to Wisteria right now is that set card. Just being stalled by swords.
手札から魔法発動
Oh,
するわ。
another reasoning. Does she have more Guardian Sphinx?
こいつよ
Marshmallow.
モンスターを特殊召喚するわ。
Something that's not destroyed, but maybe she'll tribute it? Or is it not because no destroy the battle? Or she just chooses the defense. Or she chooses
タ
the
ーンエンド
defense.
するわ。
あなたの運命を。
Maybe if she wants to use Air Knight Harshath, she'd summon it next turn anyway.
ドロー。
Because she can't really use it this turn.
モンスターをセット。
Harshath would be a good one here, just to attack into the fool.
行くわ、私のターン。ドロー。バトル。覚悟なさい。モンスターで攻撃するわ。
リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動。
Okay, so it's Sakuretsu. You know what would be really good right now, Wisteria?
モンスターを
Guardian
セットす
Sphinx!
るわ。
Yes! She heard me!
ターンエンド
It's
するわ。
such an annoying card to deal with, but it's really good if you can set it up.
あなたの運命を原始する。
Flip summon it next, or get rid of all the opponent's cards. At least put them back in the hand, so like they can set it again. But then you attack in the battle phase, then main phase you just flip it face down again.
ターンエンド。
That's how you Guardian Sphinx.
行くわ、私のターン。ドロー。
Sometimes a strategy or something like that, or even Golem Sentry,
モンスター
is just to attack into it, even if you know you can't beat it, just so it can't set itself
こいつよ
back if it
モン
wants
スタ
to
ーを
use its
攻
effect.
撃表示で召喚するわ。
Harshath?
バトル。
They only use the effect once? I guess
覚悟なさい。
Harshath's fine. Like it deals a little more damage and it gets a draw. Chances are he'll play the Fool
さす
to
が
defend again. Although if they know Air Knight
モンスタ
Harshath,
ー
maybe
効
they
果
don't.
発動するわ。ターンエンドするわ。
I like Gorge the Emissary of Darkness. It's a really nice card to have.
カー
It's
ド
a
の帯同が
Relatively
私のター
rarely
ン
seen in the games, but it can be a real nice surprise. So I'll probably put it
手
in
札から
one or a
魔
few of
法
my
発動
decks. Why is Heads the silver one?
モンスターをセット。
I can understand that the Millennium puzzle being Tails, I guess, because you want the Millennium Eye to be Heads. Maybe because the eye is on your head, whatever, but why is... The one you want is usually Heads, the one you want is gold over silver.
ターンエン
So
ド。
that confused me a little bit. I feel like they should be swapped.
行くわ、私のターン。ドロー。
The Millennium Puzzle being gold makes sense because the Millennium Puzzle is that color. The item
覚悟な
is.
さいモンスターで攻撃するわ。
But the silver one being heads throws me off multiple
モン
times.
スター効果発動
Yeah, that's a good move. 1700 defender. Doesn't take... You can defend your life once a bit with it, but there's not a lot that you take as damage. Wisteria still hasn't taken any damage, though.
こいつよ
Oh
モンスターを特殊召喚するわ。
She does have a level 8 Dark Magician of Chaos. And this is the pre-errata
モンスター効
version.
果発動するわ。
Some defense for later, in case it's required.
ターンエンドするわ。
あなたの運命を原始する。私のターン。ドロー。
feel like certain characters are really nice on their own, but as tag partners, they just become meh. Like, me with Wisteria so far hasn't been great, even though sometimes she brings out some good monster stuff like Reasoning, and it works. I've not had that many great moments with her. I feel like she just play her deck on her own. The thing about the Blair's Lightsworn deck, I paired it with my own Lightsworn deck because it's so much more consistent. It was okay when I had my own deck, but that's what most opponents have too. Like, Jaden's deck doesn't necessarily match with Alexis, outside of, oh, they might have a few warriors, both of them. So maybe Command Knight will boost Elements of Hero Neo's Alias a little bit, and that's about all the synergy they really have. I like that her deck is literally a mush of everything. Wisteria's deck is a bunch of high-level monsters that she wants to summon with Monster Kid and Reasoning, especially with Reasoning, and it works. Bit of hand replenishing with Morphing Jar. Bit of stall with Scapegoat. Ooh, the Hangman, one of the anime exclusive ones. One face of monster the opponent controls is destroyed in the end phase. Wait, do they take the damage? Well, we're not gonna find out, Mirror Force! No, they should have just not attacked and used the Tails effect of the Hangman. But that didn't happen. Big lead and big advantage for Wisteria right now. Here comes another monster. We're back with Whitehorn Dragon. Ooh, Torrential Tribute. She does still have a normal summon, but she doesn't have anything to normal summon because there's a bunch of high-level stuff. Anime moment. Yeah, that was a little bit ago. Well, Wisteria having set cards, she can't summon Gores. If Sartorius has a normal summonable thing or premature burial, he could start dealing some damage to Wisteria and maybe take over if Wisteria doesn't draw anything good. I don't remember what Wisteria's sets are. Here's the Hangman. But they need the Tails effect. Normally the Heads effect is the good one, but Hangman is reverse. It's Tails. Scapegoat for defense, oh yeah. There is the Tails effect, so Sartorius will get to destroy one of Wisteria's monsters every turn. Scapegoat has no attack, so it's not going to deal any damage, but it's another destruction. It means closer to direct attacks again. Scapegoat can be tributed for a tribute summon. Can it be tributed for Monster Gate? Oh, okay, Hangman is gone. It can be tributed for Monster Gate, just not for tribute summon. Big monster? Blowback Dragon, that's good. Could even destroy a card, 50-50 chance. If this destroys, that might be the win if she tribute summons after. 3 Tails. Okay, no. Maybe next turn. Oh yeah! The Fool! That was still in his hand. Yeah, you're gonna wanna blow that one up, Wisteria, with Blowback Dragon. Ooh. The Strength, another anime exclusive. Heads means take control of Blowback Dragon. Tails would have been, they get it. Do they have a higher chance of getting the good effect? Is that programmed into the game, or is this really just Sartorius having really good luck? He is back to having the advantage. It is destiny. Sartorius has already beaten Blair in what I thought was an unlikely win. Here's the thing, if Wisteria doesn't play a new set card, and Blowback Dragon destroys Metal Reflex Time, which is her only way out of it, I think. No, it's Sartorius' only way to get around the trap. Then... Oh, okay, she just placed a new one. Otherwise, I was thinking, one direct attack, and then Gores comes out. Which would be good. But she's playing for defensive. Probably the AI just doesn't think as far as to go with Gores. Yes, they draw. I guess that works because the 3000 defense on Metal Reflex Time. Not sure what it would be for him. Blowback Dragon cannot blow it up. What is his Destiny draw? It's his leftmost card. It's his set card. That's his Destiny draw. But a character can have multiple cards for Destiny draw. I'm not sure if it's random or it's in order at that point. Torrential Tribute, that could be good. Especially considering she still has a defense, and even if that gets blown up by something like Missile Space Typhoon, Destiny, the Heavy Storm. She has Gores. She has enough life points to set up Gores. Blowback Dragon destroy Metal Reflex Time isn't too bad because she still has more defenses. Ooh! Zawardo! Dio summon Zawardo! Torrential Tribute! Destroy Zawardo! Sorry, we only saw it for a short amount of time. Wisteria can't do anything back, but the Fool is gone. Something that could beat over Metal Reflex Slam is gone. Blowback Dragon that can destroy stuff by effects is gone. We've had multiple moments of things looking very good for Wisteria, and then Sartorius taking over, but Wisteria could withstand it. If Sartorius had his Arcana Force luck with his spinny effects, with the, like if it's a heads or tails effect that way, with his coin flips and Blowback Dragon, it would be a lot closer. Then again, we would have had Gores on the field at that point. I'm surprised that one doesn't spin. Is it because it's not an Arcana Force? It's one of his cards he actually has in the anime. Oh, it's the bad effect, but it's not that bad of one. It's just Sartorius takes 500 damage when Wisteria plays a spell. The turning on 28. I haven't had that many duels that have. I remember having one duel, I think, earlier today that got to 29. That took a while. This is gonna take longer. Because Wisteria doesn't have a way to deal damage though, because she only has level 7 plus monsters in hand. And no way Sartorius beats a 3000 defender now. This is so back and forth. This is a fun duel. I like it. I'm enjoying this. It's definitely the longest duel and so far the most fun one to watch because it's not just stall. It's not just one overpowering the other, one cool combo. We've seen some cool big monsters like the World, but it's back and forth. And especially in CPU duels, you don't see that often. Gores is the strongest tribute summon monster, but I'd probably play Nephthys at this point, or Creator. I don't remember Creator's exact effect. Sphinxy! No Nephthys. Okay, so they're keeping Gores in hand, which is probably good for its effect, in case Nephthys gets destroyed. Sangan. Bottomless. Yeah, it's destroyed by card effect with banishes, so that's not good. User tribute summons with Sangan getting Spirit Reapers. Not gonna help. But this means we're gonna get Gores. Wisteria gets to play Gores next turn. It's gonna be a direct attack from How much attack does this monster have?
私の大切なカードです。モンスターを攻撃
Oh,
表
here's
示で
the
召喚。
Embers in 13. But actually, these AI have generally used the strongest attack first.
バトル。確かめましょう。
15
モンスター
attack?
でダイレクトアタック。
No, 11. Okay, the weaker one first here, but that's still... They probably still want to summon Gores here. They'll lose the token. No, they're waiting for the bigger one. Taking more damage to keep the token, have the token be a little stronger. With this amount of life points, that might be a good call. And if they want to refill the need to, Spirit Reaper can just play in defense and stall for more. You stalled for enough, but they can stall again. 1300 attack and defense token. So outside of the trapper spell interference from Sartorius, both of his monsters will be gone. It's Mirror Force though. It's not over. It's not over. But there's a Spirit Reaper. Wisteria, it was looking good. She had the course, but no, Mirror Force, we're still going. We're on turn 35. And this is not an annoying stall duel. This is actual back and forth that happens to have a little bit of stall in it and some high defense cards. This is really fun. I love this. More attack for the Arcana Force monsters, because of course it gets a good effect. The only bad effect it's had the entire duel, I think, is this middle card. Which means, oh, if Wisteria plays a spell, he takes 500 damage. Wisteria playing Reasoning would be a good thing right now. Not sure if she should play Monster Gate. Is she gonna do it? No, she's gonna straight up play Sphinx, but no, their highest attack is 18? Oh, what's his newest card out? No, 19. 1900 attack. They don't know that it's Guardian Sphinx? But are they programmed to still attack at this point? If they know it's level 5 or 6? No. So now Guardian Sphinx can flip summon and do it. Send the monsters back to hand. No, play! No, if they have Torrential now. Not Torrential Tribute. The world! She wants... If she does this plus Guardian Sphinx effect, then the trap can't interfere. Please. Please, the trap can't interfere. And then the world... No! I wanted the world to finish him off. But this does confirm that Guardian Sphinx is going to be not interrupted. I really hope she does not play Monster Gate. Guardian Sphinx can do so much here. Sartorius is going to be low. This could very well be it on Wisteria's next turn. You're going to go to turn 39? Sets it again. Sartorius knows about its stats now. Probably he's gonna place that card. We know he has 3 monsters. His news card. If his news card is not a card that can interrupt it, it's over. Why would you play it in attack? What a duel indeed. Maybe this just needs to be a separate duel? Before the tournament? I don't know. Like, this needs its own video. This is a really fun game. Oh. Why would they attack when they know what the stats are? Even though last turn they didn't know what the stats were and then they didn't. This makes no sense. As if the AI forgot the stats. Or I guess this makes sense because I know it's Guardian Sphinx, so now Wisteria has to commit to Guardian Sphinx ending the turn in attack position. But it doesn't matter. The duel is gonna end. Guardian Sphinx! Direct attack! 39. Wow. So much back and forth. I love that. That was such a good duel. That was really, really good.
運命は変えることができない。ですが、選ぶことはできます。あなたは勝利を選んだんです。
私の勝ちね。
Kind of arrogant, but with a smile. Wisteria beats Sartorius and moves to the semifinals. This took so much longer. We still have 5 duels. Maybe not. Maybe I don't do a bronze match because the bronze match doesn't mean anything. And we've already spent so much time on this stream. How long is this stream? 2.5 hours at this point. Alright, let's do our 2 other game exclusive characters. So we know our second semifinal is going to be game exclusive characters against each other. Maybe I will do a bronze match, just because I decided it would be. Just fun for the first turn, but then not do it after, especially if it's long duels like this. Alright, Disa. Against George. Any predictions? How long is this duel? How many turns? I'm gonna say 14.
よし行くわよデュエル行くぞ私のターンドロー手札から魔法発動よ
Alright, she has a
これ
monarch
で行
there.
くわモンスターを攻撃
That's clear enough now. She's just, I think just Treeborn Frog in there somewhere too.
カードをセットよターンエンドよ
私のターンドロー手札から魔法発動こうですねモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚バトル受けなさいモンスターで攻撃モンスター効果発動カードをセットターンエンド
行くぞ私のターンドロー手札から魔法発動よモンスターをセットよカードをセットよ魔法発動よターンエンドよ
私のターンドローこうですねモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚バトル受けなさいモンスターで攻撃
モンスター効果発動よ
こうですね
Well, that's newest mission Grand Mold Gold at least.
カードをセットターンエンド
行くぞ私のターンドローこれで行くわモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よモンスター効果発動よバトルよいっけーモンスターで攻撃よ
速攻魔法発動
カードをセットよターンエンドよ
私のターンドロー手札から魔法発動
I decided that even if if I win the tournament, maybe I'll be in the next next tournament. I'm not sure yet. If an AI wins, then sure, certainly they'll be back in the next tournament because I want them to be able to defend their title. But if I win the tournament, then whoever gets second place goes in the next tournament. Whether I do or not, doesn't matter. So, assuming I make it to the finals, that would then be Wisteria or one of these. It's gonna be one of the level 3s. The only character that isn't me, or one of the game-exclusive characters that could still be confirmed for the next tournament is Alexis. That's if I lose to Alexis and then Alexis wins the finals. A lot of cards have been used up. Caius would be a nice one. Although a set card, Mobius to destroy the sack card and then just destroy a Goblin Elite attack force by battle. No, they go Caius. I'm gonna go for Mons or set. I probably would go for set because you can beat Goblin by battle. Alright, they're gonna go for the risk and for the more damage. Nah, I can both. Yeah, they would have changed that anyway. So it was probably. It was a good idea to go for the monster in this case. Because otherwise, Goblin Elite attack force would have been. I'll have to go dinner. We'll come back pros for the second tournament. See you later and have fun. Yeah, I'm not going to do the second tournament in this stream, just to be clear. It might be in a couple weeks. But yeah, attack force videos will be somewhat regular on my YouTube channel. Hope to see you there. And thanks for popping by. It was fun seeing you here again and chatting with you. I'm glad you were here for that Sartorius and Wisteria fight. That was really good. Have a nice dinner. I predicted it would end at turn 14, but neither player has taken damage yet. I think we're about to see a change. First damage, turn 13, a direct attack by Sangan.
で行くわ。モンスターを攻撃表示で
Is this gonna be a damages win? I think it might be. I think it's 3 females in the semifinals.
の勝ちよ。モンスターでダイレクトアタックよ。
The only non-female is me. Disa beats George.
70点です。まあ平均といったところでしょう。
よし、私の勝ちね。
Let me get the updated standings up on the screen here. Save this, save it over this image. Pull that back up. Here we go. Alexis versus Alka, Wisteria versus Disa. Both will have 2 more matches because we will have a bronze match. I predicted I would fight Alexis in the semis, so far that side's been correct. The other side, not as much. Did I predict Disa or George? Let's check, because I did get that quarterfinal correct. I did say Disa, so I got 3 of the 4 semifinals correct. I just said that it would be Blair as the 4th one, and then Blair would take the win of the tournament because she'd beaten me. Guess we'll duel. 2 more CPU duels, 2 more duels for me. I hope I'm in the final one because that means I'm in, well, the final. I'm gonna fight Alexis. I will start us off, please. If I remove this image, I almost forgot because I don't have the stream preview up in the right spot. Sorry about that. I don't discriminate in any in that sense. You're my opponent, therefore I try to beat you. Set a monster, set a card. You're up.
今度はこっちの番よ。私のターン。ドロー。これがサイバーガールよ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚するわ。バトルよ。これで終わりよ。モンスターで攻撃よ。何すんのよ。カードをセット。
Alright, let's take care of the sack card. Dust Tornado. Polymerization, alright, that was just a bluff. Now let's deal some damage. Reasoning. What do you think will summon? Level 5. I don't have level 5, so it'll be good. Familiar Possessed Area. BS Assault Core. Jane Lightsworn Paladin. I'll attack with Jane, because only when it attacks a monster does it get extra power. Looking very good so far. Area, let's deal some more damage. They probably won't have that many more set cards, especially if Polymerization was the only card they played. If they play a monster, I can tribute to the Doomed it, even if they set it. I kind of want to keep sort of feeling light behind, but I feel like I can finish it off next turn. So I'm gonna force him to maybe go defense with this. Oh, Monster Reborn. Bring Command Knight out.
を特殊召喚。
Maybe if the second card is a set, I can't take them both out.
モンスターをセット。
Yeah. Maybe they're doing just one monster, but it can be set. Lightning Vortex only face up once.
ターンエンド。
I know I can beat Command Knight though. Penguin Soldier, I don't want to lose that. I know I can beat Command Knight, I don't know what the set card is. So Tribute to the Doomed. Discarding this, destroy the set.
モンスター効果発動。
Alright, Sangan, so we kind of have a decent prediction of what comes next turn. Another Command Knight, but next turn I'll have Penguin Soldier. Please don't ever get your Dark Hole. Not sure if they're even legal in the format this game is in. Haven't seen any yet.
まだよ。まだいける。まだよ。まだいける。
Penguin Soldier can get rid of a monster next turn. Well, there go two of my trap negates.
私のターン。ドロー。
Not getting the Destiny draw?
手札から魔法発動。
Cyber Gymnast is not going to be enough.
モンスターをセット。
Command Knight is 1900, Gymnast is 18. Nothing else, let's finish it.
ターンエンド。
Turn 7 win. Penguin Soldier. I'd like to return your monster, but Penguin Soldier itself will return as well. I can do that when it's not being destroyed by battle. Jane, the honors are yours. Bring me to the finals. Direct attack. There we go. This means we're going to see 2 more CPU duels in a row, and then I'll be in the final match. I beat Alexis, so who's going to be my opponent? I've beaten Cyrus, I've beaten Axel, I've beaten Alexis. 3 anime characters. But there's 2 non-anime characters, 2 game-exclusive characters that are in this next semi-final. And I feel like because they don't have to have as much of as many cards as they've used in the anime, they'll look to that. Their earlier decks can be better than the early decks of stuff people like Alexis, like Jaden, like Chaz. Maybe that's why the game characters are better. Wisteria. Disa. Show us what you can do.
Yosh, 行くわよ。
いいデュエルにしましょう。デュエル。行くわ、私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動するわ。こいつよ、モンスターを特殊召喚するわ。手札から魔法発動するわ。こいつよ、モンスターを特殊召喚するわ。モンスターをセットするわ。カードをセットするわ。ターンエンドするわ。
行くぞ、私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセットよ。カードをセットよ。
リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動するわ。
ターンエンドよ。
行く くわ。私のターン。ドロー。モンスター効果発動するわ。手札から魔法発動するわ。こいつよ。モンスターを特殊召喚するわ。モンスター効果発動するわ。
リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動よ。
バトル。ターンエンドするわ。
行くぞ。私のターン。ドロー。カードをセットよ。魔法発動よ。モンスター効果発動よ。魔法発動よ。手札から魔法発動よ。これでいくわ。モンスターを特殊召喚よ。これでいくわ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ。モンスター効果発動よ。
This is an interesting duel in the sense that both of them are focusing on summoning higher level monsters. But Wisteria having levels 6 through 8 with varying effects. And Disa focusing on her monarchs.
いっけー。モンスターで攻撃よ。いっけー。モンスターでダイレクトアタックよ。
Wisteria was looking good, but now it's suddenly Disa. There is a metal reflex line for defensive purposes for Wisteria. They can maybe do something with the mini cards entering the grave with Monster Reborn, but
私のターン。ドロー。
there are monarchs that can get rid of those.
手札から魔法発動するわ。こいつよ。モンスターを特殊召喚する
Deal
わ。
pretty good damage on by attacking Morphing Jar at least.
モンスター効
And
果
even after I deal with that, maybe they deal with Caius. How are they going to deal with Moisture Creature? And it's 2900 defense.
トラップ発動よ。
Still no attacking, just that anymore. That's probably there to
バトル。モンスターを
allow
セ
her
ット
to
するわ。
summon her mana. If they got one card on the field, let's say this is set Morphing Jar, doesn't get attacked because of Threatening Roar, and the next thing they contribute it.
行くぞ。私のターン。ドロー。これでいくわ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ。
Very good move. Very good. Destroys both sack cards. Metal Reflex Slime's one of them. Dust Tornado's the other. Dust Tornado at least chain?
オープン。トラップ発動するわ。
Looking very good for Disa right now.
バトルよ。
Why? Wait.
いっけー。
Did I miss something? Did I know what the set monster is? No. Why
モン
would...
スター効果発動するわ。
Oh, good, because Bloodhorn Dragon has more power, right, of course.
カードを
And
セ
it,
ットよ。
it can't, it does have enough power to get over everything
ターンエンド
else.
よ。
But Disa does have 3 monsters that it needs to get them, and that's the only thing that can do it at the moment. Marshmallow, that's probably a nice one to set.
覚悟なさい。モンスターで攻撃するわ。
Maybe to force them into attack, but lure them into it. Sakuretsu! That's Disa's win condition. Although, Marshmallow and Gores do exist.
モンスターをセットするわ。
Marshmallow makes sense, yeah, okay, good. I'm kind of rooting for Wisteria. I was predicting me versus Blair
ドロー。
with my old tag partner, but it's maybe going to be my current tag partner if Wisteria makes it through.
発動よ。これでいくわ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ。バトルよ。
Full on offense. But it's Marshmallow. And thing is, they have Exiled Force.
発動するわ
Exiled Force can get rid of it. They can then only deal the direct attack damage next turn, but they can do that. Immediately getting rid of it. It can't even be attributed. Gores does exist, so maybe they'll set Treeborn Frog and then Gores. So this isn't over yet, but it's looking good for Disa. Yeah, that's about all they can do. Treeborn Frog and then Gores next turn off of one of the Monarch attacks. They probably want to do it off of Moisture Creature's attack, because Moisture Creature is stronger than Gores. So they want the token to have Moisture Creature stats, but if Moisture Creature is the last one to attack, that's a problem. Most games say, or at least what I would do is weaker attack first. Even though pretty much no one plays Gores anymore, I still play, like, do the low attack first. There's more reasons. This is smarter. Force them into taking more damage, because the Moisture Creature would have been first. There would have been a Gores and a 2800 attack and defense token to do it. Now they're forced to play it here, otherwise they're dead. But Moisture Creature can then beat both. Disa played this perfectly. So now they'll have either the token or Gores left. Probably the token left because it's weaker. And Moisture Creature, Wisteria's own card, which she actually was able to tribute summon for its effect during a tag duel with me earlier today. Is Moisture Creature gonna finish her off her own monster? Maybe if it's not a direct attack from it. It's something like, ooh, Mirror Force! Wisteria, this is what you need. But because of the life points that's remaining, maybe one of them switches to defense mode? If Moisture Creature stays in attack position, which would make sense, I think, Wisteria has a chance. Oh, Giant Trunade, it's over. Giant Trunade. Was that the draw for that turn? Oh, Wisteria had the chance with Mirror Force. It's over. No. Moisture Creature was needed to take out the token. Mobius finishes it off. Wisteria is beaten Disa. Goes to the final. I guess I get to fight a Monarch deck to become the champion. Disa wins. Alright, one more time I'll put the bracket on the screen. The coupling that'll come in a second will be from me. That was that one. Also, for some reason, the bronze match the second person in the bronze match doesn't show up yet. They're there. Wisteria is there. I just hadn't updated yet when I took the screenshot. We're gonna see Alexis versus Wisteria for third place. And then I'm gonna fight Disa for the championship. Is it going to be a podium for an anime exclusive character? Well, not exclusive, but an anime character. Alexis versus Wisteria for the bronze medal in the tournament. Let's go.
よし、私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。行くわ、私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセットするわ。手札から魔法発動するわ。こいつよ、モンスターを特殊召喚するわ。バトル。覚悟なさい。モンスターで攻撃するわ。
何すんのよ。モンスター効果を使うわ。これがサイバーガールよ。モンスターを特殊召喚。
カードをセットするわ。ターンエンドするわ。
今度はこっちの番よ。私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンドよ。
行くわ、私のターン。ドロー。バトル。覚悟なさい。モンスターで攻撃するわ。
何すんのよ。モンスター効果を使うわ。これがサイバーガールよ。モンスターを特殊召喚。
カードをセットするわ。ターンエンドするわ。
覚悟はいい？私のターン。ドロー。モンスターをセット。ターンを終了するわ。
行くわ、私のターン。ドロー。バトル。覚悟なさい。モンスターで攻撃するわ。
何すんのよ。モンスター効果を使うわ。私に力を貸して。モンスターを特殊召喚。
ターンエンドするわ。
今度はこっちの番よ。私のターン。ドロー。私に力を貸して。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ。ターンエンドよ。
行くわ、私のターン。ドロー。バトル。覚悟なさい。モンスターで攻撃するわ。
何すんのよ。
モンスターをセットするわ。カードをセットするわ。ターンエンドするわ。
行くわよ。私のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動よ。この子はどう？モンスターを特殊召喚。行くわよ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚よ。モンスター効果を使うわ。モンスター効果を使うわ。戦いよ。思い知りなさい。モンスターで攻撃。
リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動するわ。
That was a big risk from Alexis, flipping them all into attack.
ターンを終了するわ。
Didn't work.
行くわ。
Wisteria is still with the advantage.
ドロー。カードをセットするわ。 魔法発動するわ。
I'll just set that first.
モンスター効果発動するわ。こいつよ。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚するわ。手札から装備魔法発動するわ。
Reinforces the army polymerization. Okay, draw into Blade Skater or Etoile Cyber. No! Premature burial into Blade Skater. Reinforces to the army into Etoile Cyber, then Poly. Not that that would help against Dark Magician of Chaos, I think.
モンスター効果発動
This is
する
gonna
わ。
be big damage. Can Alexis even stop this?
手札から
No, she's still going. Still go. Why on the Dark?
こいつよ。モンスターを
Why not on
攻撃召喚
Sangan? Or... You would have had enough attack.
手札から魔法発動するわ。バトル。覚悟なさい。
Now she's gonna be like 300 points short? 250? What? Like, okay, she couldn't have known what you would have gone, but especially if she would have gotten something like Morphing Jar. It's a downgrade. You had that big hitter in Dark Magician of Chaos. Why would you...
まだいける。
Huh?
覚悟なさい。
Go for Morphing Jar to have the highest chance of getting a big upgrade in power. Go for Sangan to trigger its effect.
やったわね。
Wisteria couldn't have known what would have come out of this, but
カードをセットするわ。
she lost her win condition in that sense, but she still has a huge advantage. We're gonna see Sword for being light here, plus Ground Collapse, probably. But only a tiny bit of damage is needed somewhere. Oh, Earth Axel Fusion. We can see Cyber Blader. No, Cyber Gymnast.
モンスターをセット。
Premature Burial can't be used.
魔法発動よ。
No Cyber Blader.
手札から永続魔法を使うわ。この瞬間、リバースカードオープントラップ発動するわ。
Swords? Okay, yeah, I got swords. That makes the most sense. You don't need to have Ground Clouds block anything else.
私のターン。ドロー。バトル。
He's piercing on Neo Parshath.
攻撃するわ。
This is it. This is it. Third place. Wisteria.
私の勝ちね。
So in my predictions, it would have been a third place match between Wisteria and... No, wait, did I say Disa? No, I did say Disa. Right? What was my prediction? On the Wisteria Disa fight? No, it wouldn't have been Wisteria Disa, because it was Blair. No, so what? Because I thought Wisteria would have lost to Blair in the quarter. No. No, Wisteria would have lost to Mindy in the first round, which didn't happen. So it would have been Disa versus Alexis in my prediction. That didn't happen. All right, so Wisteria takes third. One more match, and then the tournament is over. I'm in the final against Disa. So no matter what, Disa will be in the next tournament. Potentially as the defending champion, potentially as the highest ranking non-me character. See if I can beat her Monarch deck. Can be really dangerous. Get some real nice combos, as we've seen in the tournament. But I feel like I have a very nice and consistent deck as well. Before the next tournament, I'll probably do multiple character stories get multiple dex builds. Maybe play a deck that's more in level with the AI. Maybe a little weaker than this one. Might give me a higher chance of losing, but I also like just seeing the AI play. I'm gonna start with Kremons. Because of how it can just negate attacks on its own. I'm not gonna use Mirror Wall yet in case of Heavy Storm. And here comes the first Monarch. No, it's DD Warrior Lady. I'll take that. Do they not have Monarchs? Maybe they think they don't need the Monarchs yet? I'm gonna negate it because otherwise I'm gone. I'll take a little bit more of a life point loss to keep my monster. DD Warrior Lady does banish whatever I use to destroy it, so I need to be aware of that. I get my tribute to the Doom though. Get rid of light wave tuning because I won't get to use it too much. Destroy Warrior Lady so I can keep my monsters. Go for the attack now. I'll take some more damage by attacking into the Sanctuary. That monster can attack twice, but yeah, the Psychic Snow's better than Kremons. Threatening War? Well, how about no? I chain Royal Decree. Now, I'm gonna get 1200 damage here because of Fiend Sanctuary's effect. The token's gone, and now I can start attacking. No Treatment Frog in the graveyard. I've Royal Decree to stop whatever their set is, assuming it's a trap. I feel like I'm looking good. I'd love it if I can bring out Thought Ruler Archfiend, or any Synchro for that matter. I don't have a level 6 Synchro. Are there even level 6 Synchros in the first two sets? I think Goyo Guardian. Yeah. But it doesn't require an Earth Monster yet in the initial release. Alright, we're stalling for a bit, we're waiting. But I have nice traps, but Royal Decree is there to stop the opponent, and just stop some of my stuff as well. But if I feel like I have multiple traps that I really need to use, I won't activate Royal Decree. Even if it would stop the opponent, let's say Bottomless Trap Hole. Dang, true, I need to reset swords. Oh, another can attack with Borg as well. Destroy Psychic Snow. Because I can negate Kremons and take you out with DD Warrior Lady as well. Bye bye, Zaborg. I'm happy with that they went with DD Warrior Lady. Yeah, reset swords though, that's annoying. They used True Nade. I wonder if they even have Heavy Storm, but would they use Heavy Storm with a set card and swords on the field? I kind of want them to attack me, because then I can use Mirror Wall or Practical Words, just beat whatever they have. And I have them set now, because I might have to play Royal Decree. I can't take that out. I can Sword of Revealing Light, maybe. Just stall them out. What if it's Morphing Jar, though? I don't want them to play that. I'll set swords in case it's Morphing Jar. I don't want them to have Morphing Jar. Well, like, I can't destroy it if I play swords. It's just gonna give them an extra chance at more monarchs anyway. It doesn't have to be Morphing Jar, but we've seen it enter the deck before. Oh, that's just a tribute summon for Ryza. Bring something on top of my deck with Spirit Reaper. Alright, so what's going to the top of the deck? Area. What are you attacking? I'm gonna use something different depending on which one you attack. That's a mirror wall. Because it's not Morphing Jar, she doesn't get to replenish her hand. This is looking very good. I'm not gonna pick Mirror Wall, that can get destroyed. Area back on the field. If I would have Lightwave tuning now, I could make Thought Ruler Archer. Because Jane is one of my level 4 light monsters. Like Jane and DD Warrior Lady. I have one DD Warrior Lady because it's also limited. I couldn't use more even if I had more. And then I have 3 Janes. The fact that it puts stuff in the grave doesn't really help me at all because I don't play Premature Burial, Monster Reborn or something like that. I was gonna go all out attack. I have Royal Decree if they have something like Mirror Force. Metal Reflex Slime. Fun. How about you just stay in the Spell and Trap Zone and don't enter the Monster Zone? Please? Thank you. I think I just have enough. BS Assault Core, let's go. Yeah, just need 2 of 1500. I have enough. Jane brought me into the finals. Jane, you can bring me the championship as well. Disa, we'll see you back in the next tournament as the highest ranked participant that isn't me. But Jane Lightstone Paladin, bring me the championship. Direct attack. There we go. We're champion. I wonder what deck I'll have for next tournament. This was fun. I really like seeing just characters fight each other. I just like how, like, when I play my WWE game, I have WWE 2K23. I mostly play Universe mode and just watch the AI fight. Especially, like, title matches that I set up in the premium live events. This is Attack Force, though. An Attack Force tournament that I won. I'd say it's a nice deck that I've been able to build so far. Getting money was relatively easy in the first story. I was able to get a lot of good cards. And I'm happy with the deck that I have for now. That's the championship. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you coming by. Thank you everyone watching the YouTube VODs as well. If you have any suggestions for what you'd like to see in the next tournament, maybe changes to the tournament format, with how many anime characters or game exclusive characters I use. You want to see group stages and then single elimination or just single elimination? I'm personally thinking just sticking to that. Definitely single elimination seems the best because then you can have some upset victories if there's like bad hands or really good hands, stuff like that. I might be in the next tournament. Disa certainly will be. I'll see you in the next one. Keep an eye on my YouTube, Battle Revolution every second day, and then days in between other stuff. Like stream VODs, like other challenges, and like the story events for Attack Force 3. I'm probably going to do Bastion after Blair. We'll see. Anyway. Make sure you always remember that you are worth it. Goodbye.